This is the Bradberton Overpass. We'll be finding 2 suits of power armour at this location. It's heavily guarded by gunners and assaultrons. Now, how did this place come to be? Well, the gunners, instead of going through the Nuka Transit Centre, which they assumed was a trap, assumed correctly there, they came over the mountains from the east. Now, it was a bit of a slog, and when they eventually made it here, they established a base on the remains of this overpass. Now, the bottom is guarded by 2 gunners, one over in that little outpost over there, and one by the elevator here. A little fun fact is, if you just sit nearby, out of sight of the gunners, the pathing on the assaultrons and the ones up here will eventually cause them to fall through the ground. We're not exactly sure why that's the case. You might even get a demonstration. Nope, that's not big enough. That's fair enough. Eventually, they just will walk over the edge. I've seen this happen in the base game at a few of the gunner outposts, but this one is quite consistent if you just decide to sit nearby, which is humorous, but you miss out on all the XP. So, the first platform has an Assaultron Dominator and a gunner, as well as an explosive crate. And the most dangerous part will be taking the elevator over to the next section. The reason, if you can just about see it, there is a gunner brigadier who has a fat man. They will not be happy to see you coming over on their elevator, and will take a shot at you. They are extremely accurate, so be very careful. Ideally, save when you're going over. Occasionally they can miss, though they usually are very accurate. And if they don't, take them out from a long range is the other suitable way to go about it. In charge of this operation is Corporal Turing, although in this case it's just called Gunner Commander. And if we go in here, you can see a power armor station. Don't worry, it's not the only one you can get here, but you'll have to be quite quick about this one. Take out the Gunner Major, and you can find another suit. Now, it will be incomplete, but usually it's EXO 1, so that's pretty handy. Inside the main portion, you get cherry, a trunk, and a bit more to their operation. Now, the terminal here is quite interesting. You can find several user logs for Corporal Turin, as well as some information regarding the gunners here. So, let's have a quick read. Recon team is missing. This is from Corporal Turin of the 4th Ops log. It's been over a week since Sergeant Lanier took the recon team to the Nuka-World bottling plant. A day after they left, our scouts started seeing these weird glowing lurks crawling all over the place. We tried drawing a few of them away, but those things are way tougher than any lurk I've ever seen. I've sent a runner back to HQ for reinforcements. Until they get back, there's not really much we can do to help beyond keeping the base held down. Taking control of this outpost as ranking officer, Sergeant Lanier has decided to lead the recon team to perform a more thorough search through the Nuka-Cola bottling plant. One of the privates asked her why she was leading the team herself, and after she knocked a couple of his teeth out, she explained that something about it just felt hinky to her. No idea what that means, but I'm not stupid enough to argue. What is this place? This was Sergeant Lanier now writing. Now that I've seen more of it, I have to say, this Nuka-World place is pretty strange. I can't possibly imagine what practical use a place like this would be. It's almost like a series of forts, but the pre-war gates don't even seem to have doors. It's not for the frequent radiation storms. It'd be almost an ideal place. If we can find a good toehold to start pushing the raiders out, this could be huge. Then, of course, how they got here. So, having been sent with a moderate detachment to explore the western areas of the Commonwealth, we came upon the Nuka-World transit station. After putting a bullet into some guy who was obviously acting as a lure, we decided against trying to use the monorail and hoofed it over the mountains. Rougher terrain than we initially thought, and we lost comms with Gunner HQ. No matter, we've run off comms before, and if things go south, a follow-up team will be sent our way. One of our recruits mentioned that they had heard some kind of trading post out here. Lots of possibilities there. We've set up base camp on the Bradberton Overpass for now. I'll be sending recon teams out soon. Then, intel. This will give you the location of these places, although Nuka Town you have more than likely discovered at this point. But it will give you Bradberton, Kitty Kingdom and the bottling plant. Plus, a bit of information on each location. Private Benson said he had heard of some sort of trading post to the south of Nuka-World, something called Nuka Town USA. But the intel is clearly out of date. Recon scouts have reported the location of a substantial raider encampment, easily one of the biggest we've ever seen in the Commonwealth. Unless we can gain a fortified location and bring in reinforcements, there is no chance of taking that place. Bradberton. Recon team to the north has reported the town we can see from our location. Pre-war town by the name of Bradberton, currently unoccupied, but overrun with ghouls and other critters. Low chance of high value salvage, moving on for now. Kitty Kingdom. Initial recon in the area has reported heavy radioactive mist. Danger could be mitigated with available suits of power armour. Initial assessment. Despite the potential for an easily fortified base of ops, the potential cost in troops and supplies outweighs the benefit. Shame. I would have liked to have had my own goddamn castle. Finally, the bottling plant. Finally gave in to the badgering of some of my troops and sent the team to investigate the bottling plant at Nuka-World. They seemed to think the place would literally be able to print bottle caps, but anything that valuable would have been scrapped ages ago. They snuck around and found a back entrance to the factory, and there seems to be some decent pre-war robots still active inside, considering leading a tag and bag to add to our dwindling supply. Alright, so now that you've seen the whole Bradberton Overpass and you've fought your way through some of the toughest enemies in the tightest of chokeholds in anywhere in the game, I want to show you a little unmarked location that could be of benefit just whilst you're in the area. By the way, if I go to this point and I turn the AI on, you should be able to see that they try and get a pretty good shot off at me. Huh. I actually thought they were going to try and take the shot. I guess not. So, our destination is over by that crane yonder. So, get down. Hopefully in a more safer fashion than I do. And waltz your way over to the northeast. And the crane is simply a point of interest, because behind it is where the real treasure is. Keep on going and you will find yourself a nasty deathclaw. Occasionally it is legendary, so you could get something good off it. Dead Bramaloff and a steamer trunk full of goodies awaits once you take down this beast. Now, where is the Bradberton Overpass? It's in Nuka-World. In terms of Nukatown, USA, the Vixen's Shovel Museum, you just head straight north and it's hard to miss. And then as for the Deathclaw place, it is just slightly further northeast. Hope this has been useful. Thank you for watching.